15 clues, 15 countries. Can you guess them all? This country has more saunas than cars. Finland, with 5.5 million saunas for 5.5 million people. They even have one inside their parliament building. This country's flag is the only one in the world that isn't a rectangle. Nepal. Its double pennant shape is over 2,000 years old, the only non-rectangular national flag on Earth. This country has more pyramids than Egypt. Sudan. The ancient kingdom of Kush built over 200 pyramids, nearly double Egypt's total. Most people have never even heard of them. Did that last one catch you off guard? The next clue is even more unexpected. This country's national animal is a mythical creature. Scotland. The unicorn has been Scotland's national animal since the 12th century. In Celtic legend, it was the natural enemy of the lion, which represents England. This country has 0 rivers, not one. Saudi Arabia. Despite being the size of Western Europe, not a single permanent river exists in the entire country. This country invented pizza, but is not the world's biggest pizza-eating nation. Italy. Americans eat roughly 100 acres of pizza every single day. Italy invented it in Naples, but the US took it and never looked back. This country was the first in the world to give women the right to vote. New Zealand. In 1893, 27 years before the United States. Women there have been voting longer than most countries have had cars. You're halfway through. This next one is going to surprise you. This country contains more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Canada, over 3 million lakes, roughly 60% of all the fresh lake water on Earth. No other country even comes close. This country is home to more venomous creatures than anywhere else on Earth. Australia. 21 of the world's 25 most venomous snakes live here, plus the most venomous spider, jellyfish, octopus, and fish. It's basically one giant obstacle course. In this country, running out of gas on the highway is actually illegal. Germany. On the Autobahn, an empty tank is a preventable offense. You can be fined and lose your license for letting it run dry. This country abolished its entire military in 1948 and still has no army today. Costa Rica. The president literally smashed a wall of a military barracks and handed it to the Ministry of Education. The defense budget now funds schools instead. This country built an entire island out of garbage. The Maldives. Thilafushi Island was created in 1992 purely to dump waste. It now receives 330 tons of trash every single day, and it keeps growing. Almost at the finish line, the last few are the trickiest ones. This country's most popular sport was invented by someone who wasn't even from there. The United States. Basketball was invented in 1891 by James Naismith, a Canadian. He nailed a peach basket to a wall at a YMCA in Massachusetts and changed sports forever. This country is home to 4 of the world's 10 longest rivers. Russia. The Ob, Lena, Yenisei, and Amur all rank in the global top 10. Russia is so enormous that 4 of Earth's longest rivers flow through it, with room to spare. This country eats more instant noodles per person than anywhere else on Earth. South Korea. The average South Korean eats 80 packs a year. They invented some of the world's most popular flavors, and there are entire museums in Seoul dedicated to ramen. This country has more vending machines than any other nation on Earth, one for every 20 people. Japan. Over 6 million vending machines sell everything from hot ramen and umbrellas to beer and live lobsters. You can buy a full meal at 3 a.m. without ever seeing another human. This country's military has officially knighted a penguin, and he outranks most of their soldiers. Norway. Sir Nils Olav III is a real king penguin stationed at Edinburgh Zoo. He holds the rank of Brigadier General in the Norwegian Royal Guard, and he has a real medal on his chest. This is the only country in the world with absolutely 0 mosquitoes, not one. Iceland. Its volcanic soil and extreme cold make it biologically impossible for mosquitoes to survive there. You can sit outside in summer with no bug spray, no itching, and no slapping yourself awake at 2 a.m. This country contains more animal and plant species than any continent except Asia. Brazil. The Amazon rainforest alone contains 10% of all species on Earth. It is so enormous it creates its own rainfall and weather systems. Scientists believe they have not even discovered half of what lives in there. The world's most popular strategy game was invented in this country over 1,500 years ago. India. Chess was born here as Chaturanga, a game designed to simulate military battles. Today, over 600 million people play it worldwide. All of that from one idea in one country. This country spans 5 time zones, but forces all of its citizens to use just one official clock. China. Officially, the entire country runs on Beijing Standard Time. In the far west, the sun does not rise until after 10 a.m., but legally, it is the same time as the capital. The government says so. This is the most visited country on Earth, yet more of its own people leave for vacation than tourists who arrive. France. 90 million tourists visit every year, making it the most visited country on the planet, and yet the French themselves are equally obsessed with leaving, taking more international trips per person than almost any other nationality. You have made it past 20. Honestly impressive. Keep going. This country has 3 times more horses than it does people. Mongolia. With 4.3 million horses for just 3.3 million people, horses outnumber citizens by more than 1 million. Some Mongolian children learn to ride before they learn to walk. This is the only country on Earth that officially measures national success using happiness instead of money. Bhutan. Since 1972, the government has tracked gross national happiness instead of GDP, measuring culture, mental well-being, time with family, and environmental health. No other country does this. This is the only country in South America with coastline on both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. Colombia. Most of South America only touches the Pacific Ocean. Colombia gets both the Pacific and the Caribbean, 2 completely different oceans, climates, cultures, and seafood traditions, all in one country. According to this country's official calendar, the year 2025 has not happened yet. Ethiopia. They use the Ge'ez calendar, which runs 7 to 8 years behind the rest of the world. When the world celebrated the year 2000, Ethiopia was still in 1992. Their new year also falls in September, not January. In this country, it is actually illegal to own just one guinea pig. Switzerland. Since guinea pigs are social animals, Swiss law requires you to keep at least 2. They even have a guinea pig rental service. So if one dies, you can rent a companion for the surviving one until you are ready for another. 3 countries left. Don't slip up now. This country's national borders have not changed a single time since the year 1139. Portugal. Its borders have stayed exactly the same since 1139 AD, nearly 900 years. While every other country in Europe was reshaping itself through wars, conquests, and revolutions, Portugal's borders never moved a single millimeter. This country has more officially certified clean beaches than any other nation on Earth. Greece. With over 500 blue flag certified beaches, Greece beats Spain, France, and Turkey combined, despite being far smaller than any of them. More award-winning beaches than most countries have total coastline. The world's smallest country has its own army, and they have been guarding the same building since 1506. Vatican City. The Papal Swiss Guard has protected the Pope for over 500 years without interruption. They still wear the same striped uniform from the 1500s, and they still carry halberds, a medieval pole weapon. Same job, same place, 5 centuries. How many out of 30 did you get right? Drop your score in the comments, and share this with someone who thinks they know everything about the world.